Fish soup is on the menu today. Classic Greek fish soup called Psarosoupa, Avgolemono. I'm gonna start with my carrot. We just wanna get this cut and ready to go into the pot with the celery and the onions, kind of the basic vegetable mix for the soup. This is a recipe that we find basically all over Greece, but especially in the islands. First time I had it was in Ikaria, where my family is from. And I was a little kid. We were sitting on the dock in Agios Kyrikos, the capital of the island. And at first I was a little bit scared to eat it, but it smelled so lemony and it just seemed to go really well with the whole environment of the sea that I tried it. I sheepishly dipped my spoon into it, and it was an absolute epiphany. It's one of the most delicious dishes in all of Greece, and it's a classic recipe. I like to do the carrots, the celery, and the onions all together. You can use red or white onion. Just give that a swirl. I really just want to get these soft, no color. Add a little bit of salt. This is Greek sea salt. And just leave it for 4 or 5 minutes for the vegetables to soften. Let's reveal the sweated vegetables. And I'm ready to add the garlic. My fish is going in here next, and I want to talk about this guy for a second. It's called milokopi, but it's also called croaker. It's one of the main farmed fish in Greece. You can find Greek farmed fish in the States, and you can use anything. You can use bream or bass or grouper. A little bit of water. Okay. Add a little bit of salt to the water and a touch of black pepper. You want to use whole fish because all the good stuff is in the head and in the bones. That's what really gives the fish soup its flavor. Bring it to a gentle simmer. That's very important when you make fish soup. You don't want a rolling boil because you don't want the fish to fall apart. So a very gentle simmer. It's going to take about 15 minutes. Oh, yeah. Looks to me like the fish is perfect. Fork tender. You can see it's about to flake off. Time for this to come out. Okay, there we go. The fish needs to cool a little bit. I'm gonna clean it. I want it to be totally boneless. I'm gonna shred the flesh and put it back in here. But first we have to cook the rice. And this is a medium grain, rather starchy rice. We call it glacé in Greek. Just gonna give that a stir. This guy's ready to be cleaned. First thing I'm gonna do here is get rid of that. The skin is very gelatinous and sticky, and it's not gonna be very pleasant if I put it back in the soup. So I wanna get that off. And we wanna get the spine out. Let me just collect that. Because there are a lot of little bones in here. So this will now open up right along the center bone there. Don't be afraid to do this. It's a lot easier than it looks. And basically what we want to do is shred the flesh and just feel your way through it. You want to pick out any bones. You see these little bones here? That's exactly what we want to get out. Almost done, just a couple more pieces. And by the time you finish cleaning through the fish, the rice will be cooked. Ready to make the avgolemono. I'm just using egg yolks because I want the fish soup to have a nice yellow color, a deep yellow color. I'm gonna start whisking them vigorously. You want it to be thick, to fall off the whisk in kind of a thick stream. I'm gonna slowly add the lemon juice to this, and I'm using fresh strained lemon juice. takes a little bit of patience, but we want to get frothy egg yolks in here, and the lemon juice and the egg together will achieve that result. And then we're going to slowly add our hot broth. And when you get it out of the pot, you want to try just to get the liquid. And the reason we're doing this is to temper the egg yolk mixture so that when it goes back in here, the eggs don't curdle. You do this very slowly, whisking all the while. A little bit more. You know it's done when the egg mixture is warm. We're tempering it. That's essentially what we're doing. This is going right back into the pot. Turn the heat off because you don't want an omelet in your soup. Pour it in quickly and swirl it around. And you've got this beautiful, creamy Avgolemono Psarosoupa. Yeah, that looks really good. My fish is going right back in. Just gonna stir this around. And this is exactly like what I remember as a kid, and it's inspired by one of the most popular places in the world to visit, Mykonos. Oh, that is so thick. It's actually exactly what we're looking for in a perfect Avgolemono. I have to say, I'm very excited to taste this. So lemony and creamy. It's substantial, but it's also a very gentle reminder of the beautiful Aegean.